Hey guys, it's the Metal Militia X here coming to you live. It's approximately actually almost midnight here in North Carolina. And you're probably wondering why I'm making a video because I've never made one before and I don't really have a clue. I kind of been wanting to do this for a long time. I know this isn't the best time for me to do trial and error here, but so before you start telling me, no, don't do this, just give me a chance, please, here, because I really want to start doing something like this. I just never took the time to do it. I was just kind of get my feet wet, trying to build some confidence here, and yeah, I know I look a little tired, but I'll get into that later. I really want to start doing some, like, media stuff. I know that's been done to death. Movies, music, television, everything. So I guess you can call this, like, what I call a video diary. Right now, just trial and error. So to all you YouTubers out there, I know this has been done to death before, what are your favorite movies? Well, you know what, I'm going to tell you my favorite movies. Not all tonight, but the first one that comes to my mind always, if I ask me what's your favorite movie of all time, I always say Jaws. Hands down, I think it's one of the greatest movies of all time. Scared the shit out of me as a kid, Every time I go to the beach, I'm a little hesitant to get in the water. I know chances are slim, but it always kind of runs through your head. And there's always jellyfish too, but this is the 100th anniversary edition. When you open it up, it actually gives you a little bit of history on the movie and other movies Universal put out throughout the years. Obviously, it stars Roy Scheider, the late Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss. Actually, now think about it, the only one actually alive still is Richard Dreyfuss. Roy Scheider, I think he died back in 2004, 2008. But Robert Shaw, unfortunately, he died like a year or so after the movie came out, which is really unfortunate, because he really nailed this role, as well, being a Bond villain and From Russia with Love, I think. I'm a huge Bond fan, too, besides the point, but I think it's one of the greatest movies of all time. You can't count it out. It's still fresh today. The fact it came out almost 40 years ago. Almost 40 years ago, it's still fresh. Movies today, they hit or miss. I think last year's movies sucked. This year seems like we're actually going to get some decent movies coming out. You got, Star Wars coming out. You got Avengers out, which I hadn't seen yet. But you notice how Hollywood just keeps remaking movies to death. I'm surprised they hadn't tried to remake this movie yet. They try to remake this movie that, there's going to be a lot of trolling going on. Yeah, hell, even coming from me, because you don't need to touch this. They made sequels. 2 wasn't bad. 3 was just like, what the fuck? And 4 was even more, what the fuck? But that's besides the point. But to me, this is one of the greatest movies ever made, always will be. I mean, I've probably seen this a gazillion times since I was a kid. I remember the first time I watched this, I was so mesmerized. I wasn't even really scared at that point. I was just mesmerized by this. Hell, even got me wanting to study sharks a little bit growing up. I know that's besides the point. Nobody wants to hear all that crap. But I think this is a great movie. So why don't you guys tell me what your favorite movie is and leave me some comments below. Like I said, I know this is a rough draft, so bear with me. I hope to make more movies in the future. More videos, I should say. I'll try to be more enthused. I know I'm a little tired. I work, 60 hours a week. So if you want me to keep making videos, it'll probably be mainly towards on the weekends, like Saturday and Sundays. Usually I don't get home till like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. So yeah, I just thought I would try this out, see how well I would do. But I want to keep on doing this, for a long time and improve it. Right now I'm in the works of trying to make this into like a little channel. So this is just rough drafting. So thanks for your time, guys, and I'll record some stuff more next week. Have a good night.